I don't support this. I don't support this. I'm not talking about my stubbornness. Stop.
Molly, the person who talks about things with people while they eat.
Give results.
You're just gonna give
You see me?
results. You don't have to think.
I don't have to think because I
Well,
can't think right now. I mean,
You
like,
want to think.
unless I want to think, okay.
Actually,
You're
you know
allowed.
what? Do you want it more head on? Like this?
Sure.
This is exciting.
This
This is
is-
exciting. I feel like a star.
Welcome.
Are we
This
recording?
is yeah.
Oh, awesome.
It's going. These are M&Ms.
I would
Yeah,
like
you
to
can
take
eat
some.
them throughout.
Okay.
As many. I just gave you 2. My name's Molly. I'm an INFJ. This is Franky. He is an ISTJ. What
That
does
is correct. That is correct. I'm an ISTJ.
What does that mean to you?
I think a lot. I'm very analytical. I think about and archive information, and I logically think about everything I do.
Do you think the myers-briggs is legitimate? Or
I do.
Okay.
I think it's very legitimate. I'm going to take some more M&Ms. I think it's a good basis for showing people that they have a little bit of everything as far as their personality goes, but also that they go through life with more dominant personalities and functions.
Okay. He just learned a lot about this today, so he's really picking up because, his
I'm a fast
dominant
learner.
function is an introverted sense. You are a fast learner. Tell me about that in your life.
I'm hands-on. I need to have somebody show me do something once, and I'm pretty good at it. I need instructions. I'm good with instructions. Once somebody tells me how to do something, I'm pretty good at doing it.
This is better audio now.
Oh, perfect.
I'll line it up because the
Perfect.
camera sometimes goes.
Oh, that's fine. We're good.
So, all right. So, Frankie, what was your favorite subject in school?
I would have to say, in school, I loved history. I loved learning about all different kinds of time periods, people, especially American history, as I was telling you earlier. I love learning about different people and some of the stances they took during that time period, especially when it wasn't a very popular opinion. So my main time period that I like is American Civil War, and shortly thereafter, I love that time period, learning about it. So,
Nice. What is your least favorite subject in school?
I would have to say English. I absolutely love to read. I'm an avid reader. I just do not like the choices of books that we've had to read in definitely high school. And literature, I love, but like the English language and writing, it's kind of harder. Obviously, I'm a very more logical and concrete kind of guy, so creative writing was a little struggle for me. So that's why I pick English.
That's funny. English is probably my favorite, and history my least favorite.
That is kind
Not
of weird, and we're
because-
sitting 2 inches away from each other.
Yeah. Not because, history was interesting, but I just had a hard time retaining the information
Right.
and all the facts. No, maybe science.
Science, I can see science. I can see you hating science.
Yeah.
I love science. See,
I don't-
that's where we're
I really
cool.
did like learning overall. I enjoyed school, but I didn't so I didn't detest any of the classes, but if I had to pick.
That's something that I have to agree with you. I did not detest any subject. I just favored one over the other. That's all. So it had different strengths over the other. So
And history ones. Ding, ding, ding. What do you do in life right now?
do in life as far as a career, or just kind of where's my life going?
Sure.
Well,
Both.
I do a lot of IT stuff, so it's very kind of menial, just technical stuff that I do. I tried to explain it to people, and they just kind of start drooling and wandering off. So I like to talk more about other people instead, and I like to talk about things outside of work. So hobbies, I like to read, hiking. I love taking pictures of nature. Music is an integral part.
Would you rather talk about the first thing, the IT things?
I would rather
I didn't
not
have a
talk
term.
about that because
Is
it's
it just
very
because it's
boring.
uninteresting for other people? What if it was interesting to someone else? Would you
If it
enjoy
was
talking?
interesting to somebody else, I would explain a little bit about it, but
Is it
overall,
interesting to you?
it's not as interesting to me because to me, my viewpoint is that your job is not everything. It doesn't define you. What defines me is my hobbies, what I like to do outside of work. That's why I don't like to talk about it because it's something I work to live, but I don't want to live to work. So
I love that. It's funny because when you're asked what do you do, like I don't really like that question because it's kind of confusing because who you are isn't necessarily what you do.
exactly.
Who you are can be a
100%
whole
agree.
sort of lot of things. I'm not just a babysitter.
You're not just a babysitter. In fact, you're multifaceted in so many different ways, and you have many talents. Especially, you're a very good musician. And for me, you can call me whatever. I can fix computers or do something technical, but to me, that's not what I am. I'm just getting through life in different avenues.
And you can be good at it, but
Yeah.
it's still not necessarily
Nope, that's not what
who you are or your
exactly.
dominant
Doesn't
passion.
define me.
It's what you do. That especially stinks for people who don't enjoy their jobs, and then it's like, so what do you do for a living? And then they're defined maybe by what they're doing, even if they don't like it. That would really stink.
And that kind of, to add to that, is when you add your job, and if you're not liking it, and if it defines you, that means you're kind of unhappy with your life. So I'm learning, and I'm still learning, and I'm sure everybody is, but you got to learn how to have a happy, moderate balance in life.
Yeah.
So
How do you try to find that balance?
I try to focus a lot more after work. I try to do other things that are not work related, and I'm still working on that. I'm not perfect. I just coughed.
Do you want some water?
I'm good. I'm actually good. I'm good. I don't need water. And I try to focus on a lot more stuff that's not work related. So, yeah, because it doesn't define me, and because it doesn't define me, I like to try to
Find other things that...
find other things and explore new things and get out of my comfort zone. That's a big thing. I need to get out of my comfort zone.
What's your comfort zone?
What is my comfort zone or what isn't my comfort zone? I guess is the question. So, being around family is obviously my comfort zone.
Oh yeah, he's here because he's Franco, the ENFP, my ENFP boyfriend's cousin.
So there we
And
go.
he's in town,
So
so.
I'm traveling all this way to see family, and my comfort zone is music. Being home, doing different atmospheres. I think the most thing that makes me uncomfortable or out of my comfort zone is being in a different state that I'm not familiar with and going in large crowds. I'm good with large crowds back at home because I feel like I'm nearby and there's somewhere to go. But if I'm out of state or far away, I start to get out of my comfort zone. But I can handle it. I'm not like I won't try to get anxiety about it. I'll try to handle it and be good about it. So we're both
You're
sick, by
welcome.
the way.
I'll
As
cut.
she's,
Yes, we're sick.
we're both sick, so we're
So
good.
this is a wonderful time to do this video.
And just share the wealth.
This is a very spontaneous thing.
Like
that we're
20
doing.
minutes ago, we made this decision to do this video, so, and like 1,000 people are going to watch this, so.
I'll make cuts.
You'll
if
make
there's-
cuts, so like as
so
we're
if it-
talking right
if we
now.
have a strange
Oh, like a-
interaction,
okay.
that's like, or if something is said that's...
When I cough, can you make it like a nice little like chime instead of like a buzz?
a chime.
A chime or something, or like a music
Or
note.
slow. I like doing the slow-mo.
Okay, because I don't want to sound like an elephant.
Well, the
when
slow-mo
I-
might make it more
Oh.
elephant. So I'll do a fast-mo.
I want to sound like a chipmunk.
Okay.
'Cause that's what I aim for. I've had enough M&Ms,
Are you
so I'm
sure?
gonna let you. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
like all
I still don't know what we're gonna use for our title. M&Ms and money.
M&Ms and money.
We gotta talk about money.
Okay, let's talk about money.
What is money to you? Do you have a love-hate relationship with money?
I do. I don't love money. I actually hate money, and the reason is because it truly is, I think, the root to a lot of unhappiness. Because it doesn't truly make you happy. It's monetary value that really, let's put it this way, when I die, you can't take anything in your hearse. So to me, money is worthless because what you do here is not by how much you make, it's what you do with your life, and the mark you make and the friendships you make and the relationships that you have with people. That's what life is truly about and not money.
Yeah.
So.
And it can be a necessity you know, in order to live under a roof and eat food and all that stuff. But then it becomes like more than that. It's like an obsession.
To add to what Molly said, it's if it becomes an obsession and that's what you become about, it's not, you're never going to be happy no matter what, and you may have this temporary happiness of having monetary value, but deep down it's the simple things that you have in life that are actually going to make you happy.
Your friend's Porsche is not going to mean as much as your friend coming over when you have had a hard day.
Absolutely,
It's like cool, man. But
it's priceless, irreplaceable. Having those friendships and everything is irreplaceable. Things that you buy with money are replaceable, but having those relationships and those people that you meet are they can never be replaced. So to me, that's actually priceless, and it's worth more than anything that money can buy. So,
how are you with money management?
good. I am. Not to bore people, but I've been paying off a lot of student loan debt because, you know, everybody that's watching this
People
probably
can
empathize with that, and I'm getting good with that. And
see, I'm terrible with money management.
that's okay because at some point we'll all get it together. We
Yeah,
decide
you learn.
that we learn because with money. Sometimes, yes, you won't have that extra money to spend on certain things, but at least my debt's gone. And once my debt is completely gone, and Franco's phone's ringing, once my debt's completely gone, I consider myself to be wealthy because you don't want to be indebted to anybody. So that is my idea of getting by, and to go hand in hand with money, you just want to work to live and not live to work.
Love it. 2 more questions,
Two
and
more.
then we can close. I feel like I'm super like gargly.
No, it's
Like,
fine.
oh,
Your water bottle's all the way over there. She's gonna grab her water bottle. As I'm just.
I love how
staring.
you're talking to them.
I am
Like,
talking.
I feel like they'll feel
I'm
more
not really
connected
talking.
to you.
I'm talking to the Canon camera, but really, it'll be translated to roughly a couple hundred to 1,000 people, which is fine.
Now try and be as
Sincere.
yes.
Okay.
What qualities do you admire in other human beings?
Honesty. Hard work. I admire the people being super genuine and not being able to be themselves and standing up for what they believe in when the peer pressure or when they're around people. It's not the popular decision. It's not the popular viewpoint. John Mayer wrote that song Gravity, and I was reading an excerpt from online, and it said that when he wrote that song, it was about as if when he was out and he was succumbing to peer pressure or he was in a predicament that was hard for him, he would remember that, he would remember like what would his mom do or his dad do, like what would they take the right action even though it wasn't the popular one. And you want to stay true to yourself no matter what, and people may look at you weird and they may think you're crazy for standing up for what you believe in, but that's truly what I admire in other people is taking that, it's being bold, it's being righteous, and that's what I truly admire in people, and that's the most important thing. Being a leader and not a follower.
I like that. Yes.
Can we pound it? Can we
We
pound it?
can. We can do anything. Pounding and peanut butter M&Ms.
Pounding and peanut butter M&Ms. I think we just
Actually,
found
that's-
our title.
No, that's a terrible title.
Yeah, it is a really terrible title. Scratch that. Scratch that. We're going to edit this anyways.
It's really weird. Okay.
All right. All right. What do you want me to do? Take a picture, model? I can do whatever.
This is where we just have the camera balancing on for fun.
Well, this was Frank, and we did, what kind of session is this again, Molly?
A meet and greet?
This is a
An eat and greet?
Eat and greet. We ate peanut butter M&Ms, one of my favorites, and I'm saying goodbye from Minneapolis. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.